Welcome to this complete performance episode of Mythbusters Fitness Edition. The purpose of this and other videos is to shine light on all of the information out there related to fitness and nutrition. The magnitude of information out there can be overwhelming and confusing. So my goal is to break it down and help you find the right fat loss or muscle building strategy for you. Today we're diving into one of the hottest fads and biggest questions related to body composition change: tracking. Nearly every client I take on for nutrition coaching asks, do I really have to track? Heck, family, friends, and anyone that meets me that knows I run a gym and a nutrition coaching company asks if they really have to track in order to lose weight. So my answer is well prepared. It depends. Actually, that's my answer to a lot of questions. So beyond it depends, it comes down to what you really want. How quickly you really want to get there. If you're looking to be aggressive in the pursuit of your goals, then you need to track. If you're comfortable moving at a slow, more gradual pace, kind of taking things slow, making slow, consistent changes, you might be able to get away without tracking. You see, tracking doesn't just tell you the food that you eat or the food that you don't eat. It provides two really important things. Number one, awareness. It brings awareness to your eating habits. It helps you to realize how much you are eating and your food tendencies. It allows you to see things like when you overeat, when are you undereating, which is a really common thing most people don't realize. Your whole foods to processed foods ratio. Your weeks, days, or meals of weakness. Macronutrient and micronutrient consumption. The second thing tracking can tell you or provide for you is education. Tracking teaches you the ins and outs of the foods that you're eating. You grow to learn the calorie and macronutrient breakdown of food, which can really benefit you as you eat untracked meals. I've tracked for so long that I can look at a meal and develop a pretty good estimate of how many calories are in that meal. Beyond numbers, it educates you on your body's response to specific foods. If I never tracked my food, I would have never found out that brown rice and oats make my gut rot. There's so much awareness and education that comes from tracking. At the beginning, it's a real eye-opener. If you're sitting on the idea of whether or not to track, here's what I say. An estimation is always an estimation. If your goal is to lose weight, why wouldn't you want to be sure that everything that you're doing is leading toward weight loss? If you're dropping weight well, don't you want to know what's causing that so you can keep doing it? If your weight loss stalls, wouldn't you like to know why? You can't do any of those things with an estimation. Or you can't guarantee you have the right answer, that nutrition is the answer with just an estimation. You need amounts of foods, calories, maybe even macronutrients to determine and understand your weight loss or weight maintenance trends. Let's get into some of the tools and set you up with tracking. What is the best strategy? Well, the best strategy is what works for you. Personally, I think a phone app is superior simply because our phones are always with us. You know that you're able to track when you're on the go. When you have 5 minutes of spare time, you can log it into your phone app. The other benefit is that you're able to sync with a variety of platforms. You're able to pick up menu items from restaurants, from stores, so that you can be specific and accurate in your tracking. However, it has its downfalls. You and I both know how easy it is to get distracted when you pick up your phone to do something. Some of us aren't super tech savvy either, and there's a learning curve that goes with using a phone app. So there's a second strategy that I really like. It's a handwritten or typed food log. I love this strategy because it truly brings accountability and awareness, and it requires zero tech skills. Think about writing down everything that you eat, looking at the food label. You're going to know and understand what's in everything that you eat. But unfortunately, it does take time. And it can get easily lost or forgotten since you're probably not going to carry your food journal or your computer with your log on it around with you all day. The final version is pictures. That gives you and maybe a coach a real visual of portion sizes. And you always have the camera with you on your phone. But it's easy to forget to take pictures. And it's likely that you'll forget the bites or snacks that you take throughout the day. You know the benefits. You know your options. Now you need to know the easiest ways to get started. Assuming you've picked the right method for you, let's determine where or what to actually track first. Some say to just jump right into it, like the opposite of cold turkey. You go guns blazing right into tracking everything that goes into your mouth. But if this is a foreign concept to you, I encourage you to start even smaller. Pick one meal and commit to tracking it every day for 1 week. Then, if you think you're ready to handle tracking every meal, go for it. But if you think you still need to take it slower, gradually add in a second meal to track for an entire week. And continue to add meals until you're tracking everything that you eat in a day. Besides which meals to start tracking, there's also the question of what to track. Calories, macronutrients, micronutrients. Well, calories are king. They are the most important thing and make the difference of whether or not you're going to lose weight if that's your goal. So you have to start with tracking the total number of calories of each meal. Once you've mastered tracking all of your calories, then start tracking protein. Figure out how much protein is in each meal, how much protein is in each and every day for you. Then move to fats, then carbs, and finally micronutrients. Just as with your means for tracking, it's about what works for you and your lifestyle. So start small and gradually work to add these into your daily habits. Tracking can be a real eye-opener, but it can also really open up the door to success. If you need more information on tracking, check out the Tracking FAQ blog I posted a while back. If you're looking for even more information, feel free to sign up for a free success session where we'll set up all of your macros, we'll go through the best tracking strategies for you and make sure that you're set and ready to go to reach your goals.